Howdy folks, welcome back. This is me, Impuls, and I'm welcoming you back to my channel. This is a catch-up with Impuls, and what I want you to do is watch this whole video and let me know right at the end if I should do this as a regular basis, like kind of once a month kind of thing. Because I really want to let you know exactly what's been going on and what I've been doing in the last week or so. And yes, I got some Battlefield 1 footage in the background, so you must know I've been playing the beta. However, I haven't been playing the beta as much as I wanted to. Wednesday, when it first originally came out, we all had that issue of not being able to get into servers. Yeah, that's a pain in the butt. It literally, I managed to get 2 games. The second one, I got kicked. Which buggered up my recording, and so I never was able to record that game. However, the first game you saw, I did upload and put as my impressions. Sunday I managed to get a few more games in, and we got to play, what was it now, Rush, and then we got to play Conquest. And we discovered in Rush is not a fun game mode at the present time. It seems to be one-sided. One team has the tanks. It doesn't matter if you're defending or attacking. I've been attacking and defending, and every time I've done that, the enemy has the tanks. Yeah, how is that? Hell is that possible? You're attacking the base, they've got all the tanks. You're defending the base, they've got all of the tanks. And I'm thinking, what the hell? Why? That's something not quite right. There must be an issue why the enemies, your own team doesn't have these tanks suddenly appearing. But that's the way it feels. So it's quite an interesting mode. TechK Raiden didn't like this mode either. He wasn't too keen at Blues and Twos is not too keen on it. I would have liked to seen a different kind of game mode. Battlefield 4, when you were playing Rush, yes, the maps were guaranteed not to give you the experience of Rush because it was that crap. In this game mode, you do have that place where you can camp, not camp, get yourself covered, but overall, it's still not really good for Rush. It's a nightmare. I would like to be able to customize your guns in this beta. You weren't able to do that. It's not there. It's only allowed in the full game. So when you get each gun, it's at its basic recoil, and I must admit, every gun on this game has its horrible recoil. It's absolutely horrible. Trying to get used to it is a nightmare. At close range, there's no problem, but at medium and longer range, it's just not right. It just doesn't feel right. It's just a pain. I think it's because Battlefield 4, if you didn't have any attachments on your gun was absolutely fantastic. You could put just an eyesight, a optical scope on it, like say for example a Coyote or a Cobra scope on Battlefield 4, and that gun would just perform flawlessly. Then put an attachment on it, and the gun would perform crap. So they probably adjust that situation in this game and giving you a game where the gun performs crap at the beginning. Once you start unlocking and modding the gun, it then becomes a little better. But overall, marksman guns in this game are a little bit OP'd. People are still spamming bullets like wildfire. I will tell you, people still have that little mod where if you click it on and you're using a pistol, it shoots like a machine gun, because I've literally had somebody nail me down. I know it's a little, some people have a little switch that can do it on their mouse, which makes it into machine gun mode, but it's a pain in the butt when it happens to you, because in theory there's no way they could be shooting a pistol that fast. No, unless it's a machine pistol, a Glock 18, is no way. However, there have also been some graphical issues with this game again. If you ever watched TANGO-ECHO-ALPHA'S video, he was playing it, and you saw the shadow of the player. Every now and then it would go like in a complete circle around this midriff. I've been having that a lot on ultra settings. When you're on high, it doesn't seem to appear, but on ultra settings, it does. Yeah. And also, I've been having a lot of black screens. I had it on Sunday, trying to join TechK Raiden and Blues and 2's game via, the invitation they sent me wasn't quite working, and when I eventually did do it, I would have a black screen, and then that invitation would keep constantly coming up. It was a nightmare. It just wasn't quite working properly. And after these black screens, it caused it reset. I shouldn't say caused, it reset my display settings on the graphics drivers and the PC. It reset it back to 1370, was it 1370 by 768, something like that? It reset it back to that, so I had to reset it back to 1920 by 1080. To discover, it also reset the mode of the display. My monitor is a 1080p monitor. It decided to change the mode to interlacing, I should say, which means if you look at it, yes, it's 1080, but it's interlaced. It won't be perfect. So I literally had to go into the settings of Radeon settings, find the display, and realize that it had changed it back to base, which is 1080 I at 30 frames. I thought, nope, I'm not having this. So I had to create a new profile, put it back in for it to save it, to make it a default profile. So I'm now back on 1080p. What a rigmarole just to play one game. Oh, I never knew these kind of graphical issues could cause that. Graphical issues in a game, black screen, and every time I had the black screen, I couldn't play the game. I could hear the game sound in the background, nothing else. So I had to dashboard, hitting the Windows key, close the game down, and then go back in. And because I was doing that just to get back into the game, get the game playing, it just wasn't working perfectly fine. It's just, it caused this issue. So I've been having, I think I'm not the only one having these issues with Battlefield 1. I think the worst one I've ever had is when I jumped into a vehicle and I could see all around me. There was no vehicle. Oh, wait for it. The best part is I jumped out to shoot somebody and I jumped out without a gun. I was carrying no gun. I went, oh, bollocks. And I got killed. It was funny. I wish I was recording at the time, because it would have been hilariously funny to put on YouTube. It was brilliant. But overall, I still like this game. Would I get it? I really do. I know Blues and Twos is planning to get the game. How can we say? I'm not quite sure if he's going to pre-order it or what, but he is going to get the game. As he said, he's a sucker for Battlefield. So am I. I do like Battlefield over COD. It's more realistic. It's just, would I get it pre-ordered or would I get it on the day? I don't know. I just wanted an extra map on a different game mode to see if it was worth it. I would love to play that map they had at, not E3. It was at E3, not at Gamescom, guys. I had it wrong in my other video. It was E3 when they had the celebrities and pro gamers. Remember? Snoop Dogg and all that. They were playing that map in Europe, and where the Zeppelin was in the centre of the map, and once it goes down, it changes the whole map completely. That's the one I wanted to play. That's the one I wanted to have a go at. However, this map is quite nice, especially when the dust storm kicks in, because that dust storm does change the dynamic. It makes it hard to see people at range, and it makes it a little fairer. And we just lost that game only by 1 point, though. I'm still not good at this game. I'm just not used to the recoil. That's what it is. Also, in other news, my keyboard, the D button for some reason every now and then stops working. It doesn't do anything, and at the same time it causes the G, the H, the J, and the K to stop working. The F and L, okay, but it's just those keys stop working and you just won't. I mean, I have to unplug the keyboard, put it back in, and it works until it does it again. Yeah, so the keyboard is a little bit temperamental at the moment, so I decided to order myself a new T-board. T-board? Oh, tea. Yeah, I'll have a cup of tea. Oh, yeah. Sorry, Tango. Keyboard. I've ordered myself a new keyboard at the same time I thought, I need to update my mouse, because my mouse at the moment, one of my program buttons on the side of the mouse doesn't want to play ball anymore. Not even if you press it really hard, it don't want to play ball. It don't bring up what it's programmed for. So I've decided to, at the same time, get myself a new mouse. And what have I got myself? Well, that's nice of you to ask, and I shall let you know. Which one do you want to know, mouse or keyboard? I tell you what, I'll start with the mouse. Yeah, the mouse. I've never used this company before, but I had the checkup on the write-ups and also on the YouTube, and apparently it's had a very good reviews on YouTube, very good write-ups on the internet, and it's also classed in one of the top 10 gaming mouses of a lot of people on YouTube. So, and I still never heard this name, so this is quite interesting to find out. It's the Rockcat. Rockcat. R-O-C-C-A-T. Krone XTD Max Customization PC Gaming Mouse. So you can customize it. It has 2 RGB lighting on the side, which I think is quite nice. It doesn't have anything on the back. I just think it looks absolutely quite nice. Yeah, because it shows a picture of it on top. It does look really, really nice. I must admit, I do like the look of it. I think it might be a nice idea if the cat logo is lit up as well, but overall, I quite like the look of it. It's a lot better than the one I've got at the moment, because you can't even program the RGB lighting. It just transitions through it. You can knock it off if you want to. So I quite like that. It was a little bit cheaper than the one that I was planning, the mouse I was planning to go for. I was planning to go for the Logitech G502 Proteus, but after looking at the write-up and then looking at the write-up on this, it turns out the Rockcat is apparently ranked a little higher than the Logitech one. And it definitely shows here, because there's a couple of reviews I quite like. One of them is the fact that he used to use a Corsair. He had this, his wife bought him this mouse. He thought, oh god, he didn't have the heart to tell her, and he didn't like, he wasn't too keen. He always plays Corsair. He plugged in and tried it for her, and as he said, he's not looked back since. His Corsair is now his wife's Corsair for her laptop. Yeah. There's another one here. He said it's so good that he's now bought 2 of them. That's another one. And there's one more here. Brilliant gaming mouse. Lovely mouse to use for all types of game, especially FPS games. Replaced my old Logitech mouse and didn't even notice the transition. That's how good this mouse is. So that's the Rockcat Krone XTD Max Customization PC Gaming Mouse. Now for the keyboard. The keyboard's going to be a Logitech. It was either going to be a Logitech or it's going to be a Corsair. And I decided on the Logitech because I quite like the fact that their mechanical keyboards, the light is in the center of the mechanical switch, where everyone else is on the side, and you always get the light coming through on the bottom. Though it looks cool, I prefer, because my gaming mouse at the moment is just a normal keyboard, but the light comes through the letters, and I prefer that. So I've gone for a Logitech G810 Orion Spectrum RGB mechanical keyboard. The reason why I've gone for this is a slimmed down version of the 910. However, the 910 did have some issues. The 810 has had them resolved. This is the later version. The 810, for some reason, is the later. I know it doesn't sound it, but it's a later version to the R10. So R910. So that's what I've gone for, and it looks absolutely fantastic. And the write-ups for these 2 products are absolutely brilliant. So I've decided to go and get them. I should get them either Tuesday or Wednesday. It is Monday, so I've ordered them today, and I'm hopefully going to have some fun. It's going to be interesting because I'm going to have to program. At least I'll be able to program to what the keys I want to. You can set up profiles for what games you're playing, what kind of keys you want. I'm going to be setting mine up for World of Tanks, Battlefield, and I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite how many profiles you can have. I'm not quite sure if you can have a load of profiles, but what I've seen on videos there, everyone's only showed 3 profiles at the time. But the RGB lighting is absolutely fantastic. It looks absolutely brilliant, so I really am looking forward to getting this. So that's what's been happening up in the world of Impulse at the recent times. Oh, by the way, you might have not if you haven't realized, but I have said it in previous video, I now have optical fiber, and it's absolutely fantastic. Hence why the reason this video is going to be around about 16 minutes long, because I can now up it and not have an issue trying to wait a whole day to upload a file. I can give you an example. One of my last videos is 1.75 gigabytes. That uploaded in just under 28 minutes, compared to what it would have taken me to do before, which is 12 to 16 hours. It's a bliss. I am so glad I've now got optical fiber. They rated my line to be a minimum of 32 meg up to 48 with a upload up to 9.5. That's what my line is supposed to be able to handle. I'm getting an upload of 9.5. My download, it's 48 meg. Yeah, 48 meg. I'm getting exactly what they promised. I'm getting it, and it's absolutely fantastic. I'm with BT. I will say, doesn't matter who you're with, you'll always have to pay a connection fee. I've managed to get that connection fee waived by going to a longer term. Instead of going an 18-month contract, which is a basic contract, I've gone to a 24-month contract, and they've waived the connection fee. I'm getting the same, all this stuff, the same download speed and upload speed, but I don't have to pay a connection, which is around about the connection for optical fibre. I think most of the companies is around about £49. It's expensive. It's a one-off payment. Yeah, I still have to pay for my router to be delivered. That's fair enough. That's okay. I can understand that. I can live with that. But overall, I am absolutely enjoying optical fibre, and I wish I had done this before. It took me 3.5 hours, it landed up taking me 3 hours and 10 minutes to download 64 gigabyte file. That's correct, 64 gigabyte file on my connection, which is GTA 5, which I'm hoping to be able to play with TANGO-ECHO-ALPHA and Bluez and 2 sometime this week, if I'm not working. Yeah, I got to work an extra day this week. However, that's going to be a split shift because I have to go in the afternoon and then go back in at midnight. Yeah, oh boy, I wish I hadn't said yes. So hit that like button and let me know, do you think I should do this once a month to let you know exactly what's happening? And don't forget to check out TANGO-ECHO-ALPHA, Bluez and 2s, and also Tech K Raiden's channels. You know, really fantastic channels. But until then, it's me, Impuls, signing off. Have a good day, guys, and I'll catch you all very soon. Bye for now.